Here we are, 1st of October. I have no idea how to vlog, let alone vlog every day. But I think I'll start with having this cup of tea. So, I've decided to try and do Vlogtober, which means vlogging throughout the month, and it may be daily or it may be putting several vlogs together and releasing that once a week or so. I don't know, because I don't know what I'm going to be able to manage. You know, this vlogging lark is actually really difficult. It needs a lot of thought and equipment and planning and getting your thoughts straight and all of that sort of thing. And sometimes I'm not in a position to do that. But I did want to talk about why I want to do Vlogtober. I've never done it before. We see a lot of wig review channels, okay? And they're fantastic. And I know that when I do my wig review videos, I set up my lighting and I get nice angles and all of that sort of thing. And it, you know, I try and make them look as good as possible, okay? But quite a while ago, I realized that didn't really give someone watching an idea of what actually having that wig throughout the day in different situations for different occasions, when you're feeling in different states and different states of mind, confidence, all of that thing, everything there feeds into that experience of wearing that hair. And I can assure you also that when you're a daily hair wearer like me, when you're coming to your dressing table every day to get ready for the day and you're putting on your hair and you're thinking about what hair you want to wear, you know, sometimes that can be quite an overwhelming experience, having to wear hair every day. I mean, I've chosen to wear hair every day. I never used to wear hair every day, but you know, my hair has fallen out quite a lot over this last year. And I no longer feel comfortable going out like this. But coming to the dressing table every day with the intention of choosing your hair and putting your hair on is a whole thing in itself. Sometimes it's very welcome and you feel really great about it. And sometimes you think, oh, you know, I just feel like going out without anything on. I just want that freedom and that, you know, feeling of not having anything on. And because I've chosen to wear hair every day and people have seen me like that, I'm not comfortable doing that anymore. Therefore, I have to get my head straight and my head around the thought of accepting that as my daily reality. And you can only appreciate what wearing hair really means in a vloggy kind of situation. I've always welcomed watching videos like that. But of course, when you're watching that one wig review, you really want to just look at the cap and you want the lighting to be studio lighting and you want the close-ups and the fibers and the styling and the, you know, all of that sort of thing. And that's got its place as well. I'm going to try and do this. The other reason is my channel is slowly growing. It's very slowly growing. But what I really treasure about it is that I've got people who have been watching for a long time and who regularly comment, and I respond, and we build a history of communicating with each other. We build some kind of a relationship. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to have people email me with photographs of their new piece. Firstly, I'm intensely curious to know what their new piece actually looks like. I'm genuinely interested in those women. I've been lucky enough to get photographs of their home, you know, and their styling with the hair that they've chosen and various different pieces. That is a connection that I would never ordinarily have the pleasure of having in my everyday life. You know, unless you lead a particular kind of lifestyle, meeting so many different types of people in this country and abroad, it's not an everyday occurrence for me. I don't know about you guys. It is so interesting to know how other women live and to get feedback from other women, problem-solving suggestions from other women. It's like on those rare occasions, I can think of two. One where I was invited to do an outdoor swim in the winter with some girlfriends. I said yes because it's somebody I've known for ages and I, of course, wanted to do it. But no sooner had I said yes, I was thinking, how am I going to manage the hair loss situation? You see, these things you don't think about when you first start wearing hair. And another time was when I was going on holiday to Greece to see an old school friend. And I'd seen her last year, hadn't worn hair then, but I would be wearing hair now, this time. And that was just in September. And I released that video about wearing scarves as a possibility or synthetic toppers in the heat, etc. Well, I had so many people. One lady actually emailed me and sent me some photographs. I think that she goes to Israel and as part of her culture, they actually wear scarves and they're connoisseurs about wearing scarves. They really know so much more than I do. I was so happy, so touched that she took the time to do that. I love the connection and I'm looking for the connection. I don't know anybody who wears wigs in my everyday life. I have a woman, an African woman, a colleague and a friend. She wears wigs at work, but it's almost like a completely different experience for her. It's part of her culture. She doesn't have all of the emotional turmoil and the stigma and the story behind wearing hair that I do. You know, white women or Middle Eastern women or whoever who's got hair like this tend not to be in the game of wearing hair every day. You know, generally speaking, we wear hair because either we just want a one-off glam look because we're going out, or because we've got hair loss problems, be it to illness or just alopecia. Well, so I thought, take the challenge. See if you can do a little vlog every day. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be involved. I would like to just address my hair over the day, talk about the reasons why I chose it and what I'm actually doing that day. There will be repeats, ladies. I'm not going to be wearing a different piece every time because that's not how it is. We don't put on a different piece every time. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm at work. I have quite a nice professional job and I deal face-to-face with clients. I can't be going in with a different style all the time, primarily because it's not about me and it's not about my alopecia, you know, so I tend to just keep it regular that way. So expect that. But you can be sure that Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's my off time. That's my time to start thinking about how I'm feeling, how I want to express myself that day, who I'm going to be seeing, what mood do I want to set, what example do I want to set to myself and to others. And, you know, all throughout the week anyway, I'll be addressing confidence issues, self-belief, strength of character, being open to learning new things about hair wearing, because it is absolutely a process. It is a long process. and I will take you along for the month of October. I will just limp to the end of October, and if I get to the end having vlogged every day, I've achieved such a great thing. Okay, I'm sitting at my desk. Here I am, I'm at work. I've gone from upstairs to downstairs. Oh, the working from home malarkey. Okay, so I have got visits today. I am going out, and I've decided on just Alva. Alva in chocolate. I can't remember the name. Chocolate something. There was one other thing actually that I wanted to add to the reason why I'm doing these videos, and that is about doing something that you need to commit to, even though you don't know whether you'll be able to actually achieve it, and overcoming feelings of uncertainty, insecurity, feelings that you won't be well received, or who's going to be interested in my vlogs, things like that. You know, these all of the things that stem from that personal insecurity that we all need to learn to grow out of throughout our life. That is a process that happens, and if you're fortunate, you manage to find the strength to actually face your fears and overcome them. Of course, I've thought nobody's going to watch, who's going to be interested, my life is so dull that I have really nothing to offer, etc., etc., etc. It's all very, very boring. Those sort of thoughts don't really get you anywhere. And I'm doing this for myself because it may be that nobody watches, but I'm going to have achieved this for myself. It's a little bit like thinking, shall I wear that wig? Oh, I've got my first wig, or I've got my first topper. I've tried it on in the privacy of my own home. But do I have the guts to actually step out of the front door wearing it? At the end of the day, you're not wearing that wig for anybody else. You're wearing that wig for yourself. If you cannot find the reasons for doing things for yourself, then there'll never be a good enough reason to do anything, because you'll always find somebody out there discouraging you, or the voices in your head trying to take away from your power, from your intention, or just from your ability to enjoy life. Even though this is a big challenge that is going to take up a lot of time, I'm still able to enjoy it because I'm enjoying it for myself. I'm wearing Alva for myself. You know, I look in the mirror wearing Alva, and rather than having that sparse, scraped back ponytail, I'm actually really enjoying the movement in this hair here. And I love the simple line of this jumper and the simple lines of this hair. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Hair and... Julia, please. It's a funny thing working from home all day. You know, I've just finished work and I just step away from the dining table and into the kitchen. So it's kind of quite cozy, you know, it's a nice feeling when work is done. I've got the radiator on and I just walk into the kitchen and I'm making a cup of tea. There's nothing nicer than a proper cup of tea. I hear Stephen has just returned. Alva was very good today. I really felt good in her. I'm amazed that I've come to the end of my first day of vlogging. Okay, it was a working day. There's not much to tell. It's just a working day, but the evening is here. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to make dinner. We've got some leftover chicken. I'll make some nice roast potatoes. Something cozy because it's raining out there. And we need to have those warm autumn dishes on the go now. It's a lovely cozy feeling and I love it actually. Autumn, I love autumn. It's my favourite season. So I shall sign out and upload this video. I'm sure that I'm going to learn as I go, and I look forward to seeing you in the morning.